Have you ever had something not go your way? I mean, you really want this thing. And you can almost taste it, but then you don't get it. And you try to be spiritual about it. The Lord will give this to me. Let him use you. Won't he do it? And then you get the news. God says no. The thing you want, you can't have. All of a sudden, you are fighting for your spirituality, and what was once won't he do it now becomes that is punishing me. This is unfair. Whatever, I don't care. I really wanted to become a model from the ages of 16 to 19, and I mean, I could taste it. And we tried everything. I mean, I went to modeling school. Now, let me tell you, the minute you hear modeling and school in the same sentence, you've been catfished. I wanted to make it. I mean, I did everything I could. And I guess I tried to guard my heart. But man, is it hard when you have people telling you, oh, you should be a model. Oh, do you model? Oh, here's a card, you should model. Oh, you should go to modeling school. And so we went to Detroit. It was this big thing and all of these modeling agencies were there. And you were supposed to do a walk, you were supposed to give them pictures, you were supposed to sit down and have an interview. And I did all that. And I thought, this is in the bag. I mean, it's in the bag and I'm gonna use this for the Lord. And then the news. I didn't pass the final interview and it was terrible. I mean, why not me is what I thought. What do those other girls have that I didn't have? More bones sticking out? I was healthy. And I wrestled internally. So now I had a choice. I could maintain my nobility and my dignity and be humbled and surrendered, or I could level up. And let me tell you, there were times I had to fight. I had to fight to maintain my nobility, my spiritual nobility, and not completely fall apart. One scripture that I really love now, that I wish I had known about then, is in 2 Chronicles 32, verses 31. And the scripture says about King Hezekiah that God left him to test him and to find out everything that was in his heart. And that scripture is so profound to me because sometimes we wonder why God is silent right in the moment of truth, like right in the time where we need, or rather we feel like we need to hear his answer the most. Right in that time, God is silent. Why? And the scripture is so profound because in this case, God was silent because he was testing King Hezekiah to find out what was really in his heart. And it makes me think back to that time when I wanted to be a model. Why did I want to be a model so bad? And in some way, I feel like maybe I was looking for a tangible acceptance that maybe if enough people thought I was pretty enough on the outside, that would somehow help convince me that I was good enough on the inside. And I guess God's acceptance at the time was not enough for me somehow. And maybe that's why it never went anywhere. And I realized that God will sometimes put me in difficult situations in my life to test me and find out what's really inside my heart. What are my real, true motivations? What's really in my character? What I truly believe. Looking back, I think I found out what was in my heart, what my real motives were. I'm grateful for that moment and that situation because it helps me to have the right motives in anything I do. Too often, we don't like to be tested. And so when difficult things happen and we don't get what we want, we fall apart. The other scripture that really helps me is in James 4, verse 1 to 3. And it says, what causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come from the desires that battle within you? I mean, you want something, you don't get it. Kill and covet, but you cannot have what you want. You don't get it because you ask with wrong motives. This scripture is so true. I have to check my motives. When I ask for any giving thing, I gotta make sure my motives are not selfish, that they are going to not only benefit me, but they're gonna benefit those around me. If this video has helped you at all, please feel free to like it. Please feel free to share it. If you want a deeper Bible study, reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Love for you to come out to church with me. Let's study the Bible. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Why is God punishing me? Whatever, I don't care. Whatever, I don't care. Whatever, I don't care.